Hello, fabulous superstar Pisces. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of July 2023. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month, without a doubt. Big moves happening in the sky now. The third of the month holds this month's full moon. Full moon takes place in a friendship part of your sky. This is social events. It's connecting with people on a level of friendship, of joy. But it's also acquaintances and those things you might work on professionally in a group setting. Wherever it is that you're gathering with others, professionally, personally, or otherwise, that is where this part of the sky becomes highlighted. And this is a very fortunate full moon. I love this energy for you. We have a supremely harmonious alignment happening between this full moon and Jupiter. Jupiter in a synchronistic part of your sky. I would not be surprised if you going about your business in your neighborhood, just running into friends, and it feels heart fulfilling, or it feels like it opens up greater opportunity professionally and personally. It can be at this time that you feel that much more connected, or you're communicating more with those people you consider your friends. Saturn in your sign is speaking in harmony with this full moon as well. Now, that is energy that is very encouraging because it's about stability, long-term progress, and this can be a time where friendships nurtured really have the potential to last, grow stronger. And it is friends now that in some way can serve as a rock. It might also be with your friends or through your friends, you are looking at the potential or possibility of doing something in a shared way as part of your mutual growth, happiness, or even practical success. And we've also got Mercury standing across the sky from this full moon. Now, I'm seeing that energy as diplomacy and negotiation. That's going to be part of the energy of this time. Given that Mercury is in a part of the sky for you that has to do with fun, chances are you're going to be trying to figure out a way to find that right balance between what is fun for you to do, but also how it is you're connecting with others to share that fun as well, what your heart feels inspired to do, and how your connection with groups can help get you there. All of this comes into focus in powerful ways for you at this time. At the very least, this overall energy says you'll be communicating, talking more with those people you consider your friends or that you're involved in within groups as part of understanding each other, sharing love, sharing joy, or sharing prosperity. Navigating forward, the 17th of the month is when we have this month's new moon. That new moon happens in fellow water sign Cancer. I love this part of the sky for you. It is fun, happiness. It is winnings and windfalls. It's gambling as well. Now, this part of the sky also has to do with creative fulfillment and the children in your life. New moons bring new opportunities and new beginnings. We have got a supremely harmonious alignment between this new moon and Neptune in your sign. So there's a sense of magic, of hope, of even fantasy as well. You might feel very swept up in a moment that feels magical at this time. We've also got a harmonious connection with Uranus. That is a surprise a minute, but it's also delightful surprises that help transform and change your circumstances very quickly in a way that you love. But what we also have is Pluto standing across the sky from this new moon. Now that is trickier. Pluto in a friendship part of your sky, what you want to do in your heart of hearts, what you want in your heart of hearts in every area of life, and how you feel other people, friendships are supporting that or not. That can be part of the tension you feel now. Power struggles, power games with people you're aligned with to do something fun with your friends, that can happen. So you hanging out with your friends could turn into something that starts off as fun and light and hopeful and magical into something that becomes rather intense. Now, in some cases, intense can be that power struggle that feels uncomfortable, but it could also be romantic as well. And I'll talk about love in just a moment. The thing to remember with this energy as well is that because this has to do with gambling and windfalls, be careful. The energy is just so dreamy, but that Plutonian energy can be very unfair. And so, pace yourself and be yourself, as I like to say. A need for balance where it comes to things like gambling, very likely to arise now. Now, your fertility may take you by surprise. That could be a fertility of creative ideas or physical fertility, fertility with the children in your life. There is going to be a need to figure out if this or what this is going to mean navigating forward, but you will find the right answers and balance for you where it comes to matters of love. So, on the one hand, we have that new moon in a flirtatious, romantic part of the sky. But what we also have is Venus officially going retrograde on the 23rd. Now, Venus, that is energy I've already spoken about on my channel. I'll link to a video below. I spoke of in the year ahead video as well. Again, that link is below. And there will be a special horoscope for your sign with Venus retrograde season coming this month. So be on the lookout for that. But for all that, I do want to mention this is big, this is important, and it's about living life more in love. How love demonstrated in your smaller moments is more meaningful. And I've been saying that this Venus retrograde is going to be a doozy. That doozy really goes into high gear month like this. On the 2nd of the month, Venus will connect with Uranus. This is a shock a minute energy. Mid-month connects with Neptune in your sign. This is an uncertain energy, disappointing even as well, I'm sorry to say, but it does happen. And then Venus stations on the 23rd in orb of a connection with Pluto. That brings a lot of intensity into the mix. Venus will stay retrograde to the 4th of September, at which time Venus direct will then leave shadow on the 7th of October. So there's a big season here to look forward to, but at least right now, and at least at the beginning, even with the doozy energy, I think a lot of that is going to show up more in terms of what's happening day in and day out in your life and how much love you feel is there. That new moon, though, is so promising. For those of you open to meeting someone new at that new moon, you are getting your flirt on. I think you will absolutely love that energy. Now, I know I'm reminding you of this. I'm going to say it a few times as we navigate this Venus retrograde season. Office romances, workplace romances, really a bad idea. Romances at your gym or places you frequent, not a good idea also. If you're trying to keep it private, it'll likely come out in a way that doesn't necessarily feel comfortable. So it's always up to you to decide what's right for you to do in light of your unique circumstances. But I would encourage you instead to tap into that new moon energy, because that new moon energy is about doing something fun and light, and in the process connecting with someone through natural ease and flirtation. And that in turn can be romance that does evolve and move forward very quickly, if not intensely as well. For those of you just starting to date someone, what a remarkable time this can be. Now, of course, the doozy of an energy is about how this person lives, their habits. That could be the deal breaker. That could be where the questions start to arise. For all that, though, that new moon is lovely for dating. It is just so encouraging. And it's energy that says if you're focusing on fun and you're feeling an energy of lightness, it'll naturally go to a place of greater intensity with this person or perhaps with someone new. And for those of you in an established bond, what a remarkable time it is. Now that Venus retrograde season becomes that much more at the forefront, that much more important. And chances are it really is about how you are living together, supporting a sense of well-being in each other, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, and physically as well. Where you feel that sense of support, it will magnify at this time. But where that is not there, hasn't felt like it's there, well, the discontent of that will stir. But that new moon is about you knowing what you need to feel loved and focusing on that. And chances are your partner will find a way to meet you there. What I love about this month for you. There's so much here. It's a powerful and meaningful astrological moment. I am going to say, well, I love that new moon energy for you. I think that is the star of the show in many ways for you now. That energy is one of good luck, but you do want to be careful with it. That Plutonian energy ultimately represents a larger fate. It's going to have a will of its own. But where it is you're connected to faith, to inspiration, to creativity, that's where things can change very quickly and very much to your advantage. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this each and every week for each and every sign for as low as just $3 a month with Choose Your Membership rate. Higher tiers get you things like all access passes to Synchronicity University events, consultations with me, and so much more. All of this in the Superstar space at NadiyaShahSuperstars.com. Links are in the description below. Thank you again for watching. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.